Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another video. This is BT Plays here, and today we are doing something a little bit different. Not something I'm usually doing, like reviewing a car or going over the weekly updates. Today we'll be looking at 3 things that just do not make any sense on the Crew 2 in my opinion. And there is a lot of things that just do not make any sense in the Crew 2. So if you want a whole series of that, then don't forget to like and tell me in the comments as well. But I'll just be going over 3 today and explaining why I think they are stupid and just do not make any sense. But yeah, we may as well just get into the first one, right? So let's see what the first thing that just doesn't make any sense in the Crew 2 is. Let's have a look. Okay, so the first thing that I think does not make any sense in the Crew 2 whatsoever is the whole timeline process. The whole timeline process just doesn't make any sense to me whatsoever. So as you can see here, we have rewards that you get for reaching certain levels, certain milestone levels. So you get level 600, level 700, you know, it keeps going up, and you keep getting loot parts as well. But then after level 1000 you don't get any other vehicle at all, and this goes up to level 9999. So there's a lot of levels where you just get nothing except for gold and purple parts over and over again. Like, why is this a thing? Why is this a thing? At least add, even if it's just something like a Ford GT or something, like every couple levels, because we're struggling to get followers. Like, it takes forever for us to get followers up in these high levels. We are struggling to get levels, and there's no point of actually us trying to get followers except for icon points or getting these loot box parts, whatever. So it's literally, there's no point of us actually going through all that effort to get followers if we're not even going to get anything out of it. At least add, even if it's just a vehicle every 500 levels, at least it gives us something to, you know, grind to. But we just get these stupid little parts instead that most of us already have, and when you get to about level 1000, even level 1200, you don't actually need these parts because you've just been grinding out the game the whole time over and over again. You get the parts just by playing the game. So Ubisoft, this doesn't make any sense. The whole timeline process, it doesn't make any sense after level 1000. Like, why does the level keep going up to level 9999 if you're not going to get us anything? It just doesn't make any sense. Like, why? It just doesn't make any sense. Alright, now on to part 2. Okay, so the second thing that I think personally doesn't make any sense about this race, I mean, about this game, is this race. Because as you see right now, we would die. Right, we would die. We would literally fully die. In real life, if you did that, you would die. Even in this game, you would literally die. If we can go like 40 miles an hour into a wall and end up restarting, then I think jumping off the Uber Dam shouldn't be a thing. It just doesn't make any sense. I know we're in a boat and there's water underneath, and you can just do jumps in a boat because that's really safe. But, you know, it's a game, I get it, but still, if we can literally drive into a wall very slowly and still have our car reset, then flying off the Uber Dam is just... It just doesn't make any sense. It just doesn't make any sense whatsoever. But again, that's Ubisoft, and nothing makes sense in any of their games. Nothing makes any sense. But flying off the Uber Dam would literally at least have our boat reset or something. Like, I know it's a cool thing to have in the game, but it just doesn't make any sense. It just doesn't make any sense. Alright, time for number 3. Right, the third and final thing that just doesn't make any sense in this game whatsoever. This really tops it off. This is really, it just doesn't make any sense. So everybody knows Latrell, you know, this guy on screen right now. So he's in a wheelchair, yeah? He's in a wheelchair. So how the hell can he drive a car? He's in a wheelchair for a reason. How can he drive a car? Let me get into this race and you will see exactly what I mean. He's got a wheelchair. You clearly see he's in a wheelchair. Every cutscene he's in a wheelchair. Obviously means he's broken his legs or he's paralysed from the waist down, or, you know, he just can't walk. He can't use his legs properly. What does he do in this race? He gets in the car. Doesn't make any sense. He gets in the car. He's in the wheelchair here. He's in a wheelchair because he can't use his legs. But he's driving not a sports car. No, he's driving a hypercar. He's driving a hypercar. He's driving a Regera at full speed when he's in a wheelchair. This doesn't make any sense. It's just so stupid. It doesn't make any sense whatsoever. He's drifting and he's in a wheelchair. I mean, respect to the guy because he can do whatever he wants. He's in a wheelchair, you know, he's driving 200 miles per hour in LA and he's in a wheelchair, so fairs, but Jesus, man. He's driving a hypercar and he's in a wheelchair. It just doesn't make any sense whatsoever. It literally doesn't make any sense in my eyes whatsoever. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, that has been it from me for today's episode. If you did enjoy, don't forget to like and subscribe if you are new, as it does help out the channel. And I want to know, does having a wheelchair automatically mean you cannot drive? Because in my you know, what I know, if you're in a wheelchair you can't walk, so that means you cannot drive, right? But I don't know. Tell me if there is any way you can drive when you're in a wheelchair down below, because I'd love to know. But yeah, this has been it for me today, and I hope you did enjoy, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.